Hey everyone, it's Barbara Ann. Welcome back to my channel, Straight Out of Context. Copyright disclaimer. Under the Copyright Act of 1976, I am within my full legal right to share these following clips via video and audio. The following creators allow reshare, redistribution, and download of their content, and as always, I credit in the description box down below. Fair use, public domain, TikTok third-party license, and TikTok live automatic third-party license for the use of commentary, reaction, teaching, news reporting, research, comment, and criticism. I am legally within my basic human, civil, and constitutional right to share under the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. To share my expressions, views, thoughts, opinions, feelings, and critiques. The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees my freedom of religion, freedom to exercise of, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, free assembly, and the right to petition the government and air my grievances. The First Amendment does not cover lies that amount to defamation, slander, libel, harassment, stalking, cyberstalking, bullying, cyberbullying, threats, or any other verbal crimes. Now deleted, Britney Spears posted this to Instagram. I haven't worked out in years, so I put this little pink one piece on and played. How are you beautiful people this morning? I need coffee. And I want to let you guys know I adopted a beautiful baby girl. Her name is London Spears. This is 30 seconds of my random silly workout. I hate working out, but 3 hours of my footage was all stolen. It kind of hurt my stomach to see it disappear because, well, I sweat my ass off and I had a white jacket on. Linen today has on an adorable dress. It says, "I'm new here, so please stop talking trash, America. I've decided to move to Italy." Now, you know this is deleted, but Britney Spears, is she trolling everybody or is she really meaning this to divert your attention? Because she also said she was moving to Hawaii. She also said she was moving to Mexico, but she visits Hawaii, her condo, her apartment, Mexico, and the French Polynesia all the time. Yes, the Rolling Stone has confirmed that no, Britney Spears did not adopt a baby girl, but there has been some very concerning behavior. Well, that's nothing new. If you didn't know, Britney Spears likely suffers from mental disability and mental illness, and this stems back to her preteen years. In her biography, The Woman in Me, she also admits to having substance use disorder, which, pause to read, makes these allegations extremely concerning. Britney has spent the last couple years largely estranged from both of her sons, Sean Preston and Jaden. Now that they are almost 20 and 19, their child support has stopped. But this has led everybody to believe that this is why Jaden is back in his mother's life, for financial gain. However, the allegations don't stop there. Allegedly, Britney is sharing very street-type substances with Jaden. Yes, Britney Spears' conservatorship, which lasted 13 years, is officially over, but she's still under a sealed court care plan. And yes, her mental disability and her mental illness started appearing long before the conservatorship began. That, combined with the recent plane incident coming back to LA from Mexico, we know that Britney has been skipping her medication. And when she does this, her behavior becomes very impulsive and erratic. And it's not the only time, but we often overlook it because we love her.
I don't know, some helpers on the plane, they moved around and broke out this Britney Spears. We get her all the time. Today she obviously didn't take her meds. She seems very compliant and very nice. So to me right now it's all good.
Okay.
So
you want me to stand by or good?
I think just maybe follow the back.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Thanks.
Got it.
2083 times Valley to the left of Holly. Yeah.
So it is good. She's complying with
We're customs and we'll clear this up.
So she's going to come through here, or she's going to the customs office?
I think, I'm not sure. They told me she was good. So. Okay, I'll stand by just in case, but all right. You got it.
As I said, Britney Spears often flies once every 2 to 3 weeks to either her apartment that is in Hawaii, her place in Mexico, or to the French Polynesia. If you can't hear what is said between officers and flight attendants and customs officers in that video, I'm really sorry. I turned the audio up and I also noise reduced it so that way you can hopefully make sense of what was being said. Britney Spears has been caught trying to light cigarettes on flights multiple times. She has nearly been arrested a half a dozen times for plane-related incidents. However, on this particular flight, she was coming back to Los Angeles from Mexico. As you can see by the body cam footage that the officer is wearing, customs officials tell them that Britney was acting very erratically and hadn't taken her medicine. However, she was at that time calm.
How you doing, Britney?
Fans love seeing you on reality competition show. Would you ever do a reality TV show with Jason and your kids?
No.
Never?
No.
Knowing that you had to go through this process yourself, is it hard to judge other people knowing that it was hard being judged yourself growing up?
Yeah, it is hard because, that's their dream and it's what they want. So it's like, it's a really sticky situation.
How do you feel about the results?
I was a little surprised. I thought mine would have been higher in the ranking, but...
Carly, Diamond, Beatrice, give us like a one word on each one. How are you feeling about your team?
I feel like Carly definitely has the best voice in the competition. She by far is just spectacular, but I feel like she should have beat Tate tonight, big time.
What do you think you need to do to make sure your people are higher next week, your artists?
Just focus in rehearsals and, give it their all.
Thank you,
Diamond and
guys.
Beatrice?
I think they're very good.
This photo.
Please stop. Really? Are you serious?
Come on.
Oh my God, such a dork and a nerd. Hello. The biggest nerd.
Tell me, what do you remember about this day? Do you?
I have no idea. I don't remember. Yeah. The secret to happiness.
There it is.
No memory. Right
really?
there. Exactly.
That's it. I like that. I like that. Live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
I don't know if you read the press or know what's going on with me, but the last couple of months have kind of been like a roller coaster. There's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, that's what makes you who you are. So. And I also think ultimately we all know how to laugh. We know how to cry. We know how to be held tight. We know how to love back. We all know heartbreak. But the world keeps moving, and we keep moving with it, and everything we experience makes us realize how beautiful life really is. So. Thank you. This next song that I'm gonna do is one of my favorite songs off of the album. It's called Every Time, and I hope you guys like it. And every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small.
Back in the 90s, there was a lot of people that were into metal, alternative rock, goth, emo, all of that. And a lot of people weren't big fans of Britney Spears. She was always a guilty pleasure of mine until I realized that we had been duped. Sure, her image is great. Her body is great. She's beautiful. She performs damn good on stage and makes it look good. But I was extremely disheartened to learn what the music industry is truly like. That Britney, sure, she sounds okay with auto-tune, but I was extremely sad when I heard what she sounds like live with no auto-tune.
Right. Lights. Camera. Action. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jansen. Happy birthday to you. How's that? My Marilyn impression. All right, but listen, I do want you to have a wonderfully happy birthday. You're so special, and this is your special day. And Jansen, what would I have done without you all this time, especially the last few years? I just don't know how much I appreciate you, and I really love you lots. So Anyway, enjoy your day, and I will talk to you later.
So relieved that that this is over with, that our family can finally put this behind us and move forward.
She still sounds better than her mom and her dad, though.
Proud of each lawyer that represented our family in this. They were so prepared.
The craziest rumor I've ever read about myself is probably that I died. Yeah, it was on the radio that I died. Yeah.
And how'd that go down? What happens after you hear you're dead?
Well, my family calls me and they're wondering if I'm dead. And then, I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, okay, you're fine, so we know you're not dead. And then it's over. But it was pretty odd.
I saw this and it enraged me because you want to know why? I could name you 5 men off the top of my head right now so fast that deserve this type of energy that Britney Spears does not deserve. I bet you could too. So you know what? Name them. Name them. Britney was seen in Mexico with her security carrying this baby doll. I believe it's the same baby doll that she's had for a while now. And she's been through a lot of trauma surrounding having children. And for whatever reason, she has this baby doll and they decided to take it with her on vacation because sometimes people have them for trauma reasons. And even if she doesn't, whatever reason she has it, I don't really care. I don't care. I thought everyone watched the 1 million documentaries that came out about her in the last few years. And I thought she finally was going to get some sort of break from not only the media, but also the comment section. And unfortunately, that is not true. And like I said, I could name 5 men off the top of my head that deserve this type of energy that says crazy, this and that, whatever. Leave her alone for the millionth time. Leave Britney alone, please. She's on her trip, minding her business, dancing around, wearing her lingerie, looking good, whatever she wants to do. Leave her alone.
Also asked Jessica if she's seen the Framing Britney documentary. Listen to this.
No, it's one of those things that if I were to watch it, like reliving that for me, it's like one of those like triggers, it definitely gives me anxiety. And I lived it. I know Britney and I know what she went through. We might have a big platform, but you can only take stuff for so long.
Have y'all seen them pictures of Britney Spears arriving in Mexico with her bodyguard yet? Well, if you haven't, stick around. Okay, now that's this alleged, for entertainment educational purposes, only Britney Spears, because we already know what happened. But this is her bodyguard, and he's carrying something in his hand. And then in this photo, you see a little leg hanging out, which is not real. Here he is. He's got the little baby doll. What in the Cabbage Patch Central in the fuck is going on here? Because when you realize that this is a doll, it makes you wonder what is the mental status of everyone in said photo. Not except the doll, of course. No mental status there. But when I first saw this picture, I was like, oh, well, nothing abnormal. That's just her trying to hide her. But then when you get here, you start wondering, why is he carrying this baby doll, her security, and this little leg hanging out? And he's carrying it like it might even be a real child. What in the American Girl doll? What? And have you noticed that Britney is carrying an accent? Because I'll tell you what, word on the street, all through the music industry, was she got, allegedly, TikTok, replaced by a girl named Giselle from Sweden. Or from somewhere over there. I'll have to, reinvestigate, but I'm pretty sure that girl would have naturally had an accent. And they said that it took, from the time they said they put her in the facility to give her the eye, to train this girl. It took them that long to train. She could already dance and kind of look similar, but yeah. Anyway, never mind. What do I know?
Now, it's no surprise, I've covered Britney for a very long time, that she has always had an oral fixation. When you look at her 4-year residency in Vegas, you oftentimes see gum at the roof of her mouth. She has a fixation with extra gum, sucking baby pacifiers, having 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes at all times on her, 2 iPhones, always. And yes, she also, besides having an oral fixation, which sometimes is accompanied with certain substances, there could be other reasons for it, and the baby doll. Now, this latest incident on the plane, she was apparently erratic for over 3 hours. She had been photographed erratic before on planes because they would not let her light up a cigarette. But she seemed in good spirits, got off, and went home without any trouble. The customs officer tells the police officer that they get her all the time and that usually they don't have issues. But that's contradictory to the half dozen events that have happened on planes with Britney. But maybe in terms of how often she flies, it's not that common. But of course, she gets back to her home in LA and starts posting to Instagram, which she considers to be her part-time job right now. And recently at the P. Diddy trial, when the verdict was being reached by the jury, there were people protesting for Free Britney still. Why, do you ask? Her conservatorship is over. She has control over her money, her body, decisions, all of it. But the judge did order her to have a care plan in place. And yes, it is sealed because of medical records and HIPAA law, privacy. Allegedly, in that care plan, she has to continuously see a psychiatrist, meet with therapists, and take her medication. And allegedly, we're not talking about light medications. We're talking about very serious psychotropics, stimulants, and even downers, which we have seen with Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. So why are people still protesting Free Britney? Because they believe, even if she's mentally disabled and mentally ill, that she has the right to go off of her medication and be erratic if she wants to not only put herself at harm, other people, and possibly her own child, who has been staying with Britney a whole lot more than he has been living with his own father and brother. There's a lot that I know and a lot that I don't know, and I have a lot of mixed thoughts and opinions and feelings when it comes to Britney Spears. Let me know yours down below.
Justice for Britney! Justice for Britney Spears! Britney was never freed from her conservatorship. They freed her on paper, but they ever kept in a court-sealed care plan.
Yep. Wow.
So, and it's an illegal court-sealed care plan.
Oh
so
my goodness.
It's a crime against humanity. We're giving her a voice she doesn't have right now.
And for all the people that are scared.
I never liked her dad to begin with.
No! Jamie Spears.
Her whole family is complicit. None of them are helping her.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and share and smash the subscribe button. See you all on the flip side.